Welcome back, viewers. Do you know that SIMS registration is mandatory for companies that are importing steel and steel products in India? SIMS was introduced in November 2019 and we are discussing SIMS registration in this video specifically. We highly recommend all the companies who are importing steel and who are planning to import steel to please watch this video before starting your imports. It is now compulsory to obtain SIMS so that your imports are smooth, hassle-free and compliant with the current regulation. Failure to obtain SIMS registration may lead to your shipments being held up by customs, resulting in significant financial losses. The Ministry of Steel recently upgraded steel import monitoring system and launched SIMS 2.0 on 25th of July 2024, enhancing the monitoring of steel imports and supporting the domestic steel industry's growth. SIMS 2.0 is developed in collaboration with the DGFT, the Bureau of Indian Standards, that is BIS, and MSTC Limited. And this new SIMS 2.0 introduces several new features aimed at improving efficiency, transparency, and risk management. So let's get started with the basics initially. What is SIMS registration? SIMS registration for Steel Import Monitoring System is a mechanism instituted by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the Government of India. SIMS registration is a mandatory requirement for importers in India who intend to import specific steel products. Through this system, importers are required to provide detailed information about their steel imports before the actual importation begins. The system helps monitor and regulate the import of steel into the country, ensuring that these imports do not adversely impact the domestic steel industry. Now, what's new in the SIMS 2.0 portal that was recently introduced? The Ministry of Steel, in collaboration with the DGFT, BIS, and MSTC Limited, launched the new SIMS 2.0 on 25th July 2024. Here are the major upgrades. A completely new portal separate from the DGFT website. Enhanced risk management and transparency features. Integration with BIS databases to ensure seamless verification. New categories introduced for obtaining NOC in specific cases. A ledger system to track consignments imported under NOC. From now on, all SIMS application must be filed only through the new SIMS 2.0 portal. Now I know the next immediate question will be, is BIS mandatory for SIMS registration? And what is NOC? Yes, BIS is mandatory for obtaining SIMS registration as per the new SIMS 2.0 procedures. If the imported steel product does not have BIS certification, importers are allowed to apply for a no objection certificate, that is NOC, from the Ministry of Steel under SIMS 2.0. However, NOC can only be obtained if the steel grade intended for import is not covered under existing BIS standard. The steel grade intended for import is available with any domestic manufacturer, and the steel grade intended for import cannot be replaced by any BIS certified or domestically produced grade. Now, what products are covered under the SIMS registration? SIMS registration applies to over 524 steel tariff lines identified by their 8-digit HS codes, which require SIMS registration for imports into India. These codes cover a wide range of steel products, ensuring comprehensive monitoring and regulation of steel imports. At what point in the importation process should the SIMS registration be applied for? The SIMS registration must be applied prior to submitting the bill of entry with customs. Importers should complete the license application between 15 days to 60 days before the expected arrival of the imports into India. This timing ensures that the necessary documentation is in place and aligns with the customs procedures. Do you need a SIMS registration for each shipment? Yes. It is required for each customs entry under the SIMS system. However, you can include multiple products under one license, making it easier to manage various steel items within a single shipment. This requirement ensures that all steel imports are properly monitored and regulated. What is the validity of SIMS registration? The registration number granted through SIMS is valid for a period of 75 days. This validity period allows sufficient time for the importation process, ensuring that the registered imports can be cleared through customs within the stipulated time frame. Now, what are the documents required to obtain SIMS registration? To successfully complete the SIMS registration process, importers must gather and submit the following documents. As per the new SIMS 2.0 portal, BIS registration is a mandate. In case BIS is not applicable, then the importer has to submit NOC taken from the Ministry of Steel. Import-export code is a compulsory requirement obviously. GST registration certificate, bill of lading, description of goods that includes detailed information about the steel products to be imported, such as specifications, grade and quantity, country of origin, port of entry, and finally, pro forma invoice or import invoice order. Now, what is the procedure to obtain SIMS registration? Step 1. Documentation. Start by preparing all the documents as mentioned in the earlier part of our video. Step 2. Application submission. Fill the form and upload all the requisite documents on the new portal. Ensure that all the information filed up in the form is accurate and matches the documentation you provide. Step 3. Application submission. Submit the application by paying the registration fee, which is 1 rupee per thousand, subject to a minimum of 500 rupees and a maximum of 1 lakh rupees on aggregate CIF value of imports. Step 4. Receive SIMS registration. The SIMS registration certificate will be issued electronically and can be downloaded from the portal. The final step is to present the SIMS registration certificate to the customs authority at the port of entry during the import clearance process. Now, how can we as consultants help you here? We at AV International are India's leading export and import consultant. We can help you keep your imports smooth and compliant by assisting you in obtaining SIMS registration. Our experienced team will handle the entire SIMS registration process from documentation and form preparation to application submission, ensuring you receive your registration within the deadline. Not only SIMS, but we can assist you with PIMS, that is PIMS, NFMIMS, restricted item import authorization and other essential import registrations, making us your one-stop solution for all your import compliance needs. For more information on our company, please visit our website www.avigroup.in. If you find our videos helpful, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.